Hey, what's up, guys? It's good to be back on a new episode. It's been another crazy week for me, so I just wanted to kind of briefly go over why I couldn't make a stream last week. And to make up for it, I'm going to try to do something cool today. This episode will be for Downton Abbey. It's one of the iconic pieces in this era for TV shows. I did another TV show inspired theme in the last few episodes for this show called Succession, although that one was more of an original. This one is actually strictly like taking the notes and the themes from the show Downton Abbey and doing an arrangement of it. I don't know where it will go today, so this is kind of the starting point. Expect to see several episodes of this, so maybe at least 2 or 3 is what I'm thinking. With that being said, last week was pretty crazy. It's just lots of late hours working at another studio. We're working on a Christmas film. And so that is still underway. We're getting ready to deliver probably this weekend. And so it's just been crazy hours, 8-10 hours a day, just writing music and nonstop trying to get this Christmas movie out. And then once that's delivered, we're going to start a new one. So we got 2 back-to-back films. I also have a clown movie that is a horror slash thriller crime movie that I will be doing with Devin Hansen, who's a local here in Utah. And so I'm really looking forward to the next few months. It's going to be busy. So I'm looking forward to a vacation down the road. All right, so with that being said, I hope all of you guys are well. Hey, Sebastian, welcome. Anyone else, give me a holler as I'm doing my thing today. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope you like this little window thing. I might change the overlay down the road, but thought it'd be good to just try something different. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop the music if it hasn't already. Oh, it looks like it has, so that means I've talked too much. So right now I'm just kind of getting a palette going. Like before, sometimes I have all my palette stuff ready to go, and sometimes I just feel like I need to just sit down with it and pick sounds as I go. So today I will go ahead and do some of that. I thought it'd be good to just audition some pianos that I have. One is the Grandeur, which is a native instrument. And in terms of, let's say, the what do you call this? These presets that they have. Probably something more classical oriented, ultra soft grand, wide grand, chamber music hall probably would be the best. Let's listen to that or the concert hall. Let's see. Oh, I butchered that. Sorry. Let me get the notes out too. Okay, so that's kind of the thing. There's a lot of ways to play this. I'm thinking, because I'm not the best pianist. I'm a percussionist, so I have piano experience, but the coordination isn't quite there for me to play this all the way through perfectly, in one pass. So forgive me on that, and bear with me as I figure out a good system to record this. So that's sort of the beginning, right? And then you put the hands together. See if I can do that. And so on. So that is that. Also, it looks like my battery is running low. So, interesting. Let me actually give me 1 second to fix something here. Um, it seems like I saved my laptop. uh, that is weird. That is very strange. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. So my laptop on the right side streams the video. My laptop on the left is holding my sheet music for this arrangement. Um, huh. I've never seen that before, actually. So, anyways, sorry about that. So that is the melody in a nutshell, and I'll try to get that to sound better as we go. Um, so that's one idea, was the chamber music hall, and the reason why I wanted to just play around with that is just to see if that's the right tone. Let's try the other ones. Let's see, the concert hall. Yeah. There's a nice tail when you hit that. That might be... Yeah, I think that's better, actually. Let's keep that one for this little preset, and then might as well just write that in, concert hall. I'll just do it in smaller letters. This one is also pretty good. The only thing is it doesn't have a lot of velocity like this does, or bite to it. But this has a little more warmth to it, which is nice. So, I mean, that sounds really good on the low end. Another thing I could try doing is layer two pianos together, and that sounds kind of good too, in a sense. Let's see. Right. So layering a piano actually wouldn't be a bad idea as well. It just kind of gets it thicker. You might want to EQ some of the high end and low ends on some of these. So let's try that idea. Let's see how these two sound. That's kind of cool. Oops, sorry. So I would say I would opt for maybe layering this with some of this over here. So here's an idea. Well, let's go to the piano here, and I'm just gonna lower the volume and the gain. Let's go -4. Okay, and then either I do this one. Just seeing the different velocity. Or do these two. Right? Right? All of that sounds pretty good to me. So I think I'll do those two, the layered together. All right. Next is going to just have a simple string arrangement with the strings that I have currently. So what I'll do is let's just put these in. I think I'd like to add a single solo horn, maybe. Oh yeah, actually I don't have it loaded in my template yet, but I've been using this Cinesamples one, and let's put this under the brass. We'll call this the descants. We're gonna conjure the descant horns. I think just the legato patch is good enough, and then we'll call this the Cine, or let's just say Cine descant. How should I say it? I'll just say descant. Descant horn, legato. Okay. Okay, we'll see what we could do with that. I don't know if we need any other brass per se. We can revisit that. Another thing I like to do is see if I can incorporate some harp in there. So let's add a harp in there as well. All of these should be loaded in already. Okay, great. So I have all my strings, and then maybe timpani, I was thinking. So a timpani that I've been really digging, which is also not in my template, which eventually I'm going to have to just update this anyways, is to go through my newer stuff that I got recently. And I'm just going to put this in a percussion. And let's go here to my Cine samples, Cine Perc. Okay, let's load that in. So this is a Cine Perc temp. It might be a little too big, so let's compare that also with the one that's from East to West. It's a Opus. So I'll have those two on hand. Any other percussion? I wonder what it'd sound like with some ride cymbals, like going da, 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 da. That would be kind of cool too. That would be more like a drum set thing, I'm thinking. But we could try. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, right? So let's see if I could do something with the cymbals here. And then if I want any suspended cymbals, why not? Let's turn that on. I don't want it too percussion-y, but maybe some triangles. I don't know, mark tree, why not? Finger cymbals. We'll play around until we find something we like. Shakers, maybe shakers. I don't know. Let's just put this in, and then let's go to the drum set that I have, and these two probably will do. This or even this one. Okay, all right. So we got some sounds going. Nothing too exciting just yet. Let me just make sure that these are starting to sound. So, all right, that's the idea. Raise that volume just a bit. Okay. All right. So then the next step is just to hide all these instruments that I have going on, like that. And then now I just have all these sounds to work with here. Hopefully in one page, almost one page. I kind of have to scroll down there. Okay, so the first step is just to get like a skeleton of things. So I think I'll start with piano. This is something I wish I had like a month to like really practice and really hone, but I thought, hey, why not? Let's try it and see how we do today in terms of getting capturing a good performance even. So I might toy around with just doing two hands on that part and then layering it. Let's see how it goes. So let's go here. Oh yeah, I also need to set up the tempo. So let's do tempo for 165 is what I have listed in my little cheat sheet score here. But by the way, there's actually, I couldn't find any official score for this piece. It's very hard to get my hands on. If you guys happen to know where to get that, let me know. Hit me up sometime, and maybe we can talk about a fair trade of some kind, maybe. But yeah, this kind of stuff is more secretive, I feel like. So what we'll do is we'll go 165, and what I'm trying to find is this little signature track. I think we'll just keep it in 3/4. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. And here's a little trick. if you guys aren't the best pianist and can't record on the fly like you know, some other people that you may see here, just go a little slower and record it that way. So I'm going 165. That's the full on tempo. I'm gonna go, let's say 125. Okay, like that. So we'll start on beat 1. So 2 bars of rest going into it. Here we go. Okay, so as I was saying, I kind of messed up, but let's just hear this first part. Let's see here. Up till here is good. Okay, I see what happened. So here I need to switch out. I was off by like a beat. Okay, so that should be good for just as a bass run. On something like this, it's good to just not quantize hard. What I would recommend is do a soft quantize here. Yeah, 60% or something. And then you can just go here and toggle that way. So here we go. Let's do a soft quantize on that. Bring this on again. Hear that? Okay. I feel like that's a bit fast, so let's go 160 or 158. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. That's the idea there. Of course, my sustain pedals are off too, because as I was doing it slow, I added an extra beat. So all of these just need to go 1 beat over. Kind of like that. And let's draw this one in. Okay, so that is the first part. Okay, at this point, I'm thinking about the phrasing. I like how it ebbs and flows. Let's just do the next part on the right hand. Oh yeah, so on this, maybe I need to go merge since I'm doing 2 instruments. Another thing is I got a new laptop, if you haven't watched my other live stream. So I was struggling last week to get my shortcut keys back in order. I think I got everything back in order. There might be a few little straggler stuff that I'm going to try to fix. One is seeing if this record enable was over, so that should be good. Okay, next part, let's do this, and why not just go here slower. Cool. So I feel like that was okay. One suggestion I got from somebody last week was a tritone delta, I think was the name. They said to just think about your feel when you're playing and try to get the feel better. I agree with that actually. It's really easy to forget that when you're quantizing, when you're just doing everything with MIDI. But that's something I'll keep in mind. So thanks for that feedback last time. So what I would say is it felt pretty good. Maybe I hit it a little too hard at the end. So I'll just dial that down a little bit. And let's see. This one might also be kind of a soft quantize. Okay, cool. So you get the picture on how we'll do this as a process. One thing that is going to be tricky is getting these sustain pedals to sound musical. So one last thing I'll do is just record this with the pedal. Okay, so that's the idea there. Yeah, that felt a little better. I think maybe some of these notes, let's see, like right here. Yeah, maybe what I need to do is bleed this over like something like that and see if it bleeds better. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Maybe just overlap it a little more that way. Again, this will be a nightmare when you start to conform this and copy paste if I were to rearrange this around, but I feel like the feel is better this way. Okay, so let's do the next section would be, let's just build off of that, kind of just get some inspiration with sounds here. Let's start with the bass. So either this or this. Vista or east-west. Let's see here. All right, I think I'll just do a legato. Something like that. Okay, so the east-west sounds a bit bright. There's a lot of high frequencies. I'm thinking with the recording of Downton Abbey, there's a certain tone that it has, and that's going to be hard to achieve. Actually, I'm thinking about it out loud. Maybe the Vista would sound better. Okay, let's try that. Maybe at full speed. Let's try again. Oops. Down, 3, 1. This is saying to rest in between that. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It goes by so quick. Sorry. Let's try again. Okay, so that's the idea there. I think some of it is just getting used to this. I feel like I don't do this kind of music often. It's really fun though. Speaking of which, the next film that I will be helping score is a period piece, like a costume drama piece, based somewhere in London or Britain, something like that. So this will be good practice for me too. The next one is the cello. Oh, this is Vista. Okay. Let's do this one instead. We'll go staccato or spiccato. Let's see. Maybe a softer. Okay, let's try that. So that's the cello part. This one, I think we can really excuse the bad timing there. But one thing, if you want to see and make sure that is done right, is just getting some variation of this, but also a little crescendo at the beginning. So I think I achieved that. There's also a little bit of that movement here with the curves. I keep pressing the Windows button. I meant to do Alt. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty good. I would say maybe that first one is a little bit loud. Okay, and then going to the next part, let's just build up from there. So the next one would be viola. And let's also do spiccato for this. And what note is that? Let's see. Okay, let's try that. Let's try one more like that. Ready, set, and. Okay, one thing I remember, this score might have some bad notes, or just not bad, but maybe different notes. One thing that I was comparing and contrasting is it almost sounds like it starts this way, and then it switches when the melody kicks in. So that was one idea I had to make it sound better, or at least for my ears, make it sound better. You know what? I'm going to change my mind on this one. So the cello I quantize. On this one, I'm going to do a soft quantize. Okay. So there's that. Also, one other idea I have is this is a free sample library that I got. It's called Pacific. It's part of the Pacific of performance samples, but they have a really cool spiccato library. Let's see if I can find it real quick and compare that with this and see if I should go with that instead. I thought I think Vista sounds great, but maybe the downside is you have to complement it with other libraries. Vista is a chamber library, so it only has like very small sections, whereas the East-West is a bigger orchestral sample. And so I'm trying to find this. One thing with Pacific, I don't know off the top of my head, but from what I remember, it's more comparable to Vista. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jasper, if you're watching this. This is... Yeah, so that's that sound. If I just copy that over and let's go fast all the way tempo. Let's hear that in context. Or okay. Yeah, so they sound really different, huh? One other idea. The reason why I'm playing around with this right now is I'm not sure if I like the tones so far. So I'm just seeing what else I have that would work. This one is Vista. This is more legato, so I don't know if it'll work. Nope. Let's try one of these solo violas. Maybe I could layer this with another thing I have. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is CSS, so I'm gonna have to get rid of all this. Sounds pretty good. Let's try staccato. Yeah. My bad. I actually meant to do only the first two bars. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's even correct, but to my ears, something switches, I feel like. So. Okay, cool. So maybe that with what I had before, which is the East-West viola, which is right here. And maybe what I'll do is let's just really pump up the volume on these, even more so in here, and then that way I could toy with the velocity more. So like bring the velocities more down. See how that sounds. Oops, and then gotta change this to replace mode. Okay, let's put this together. Okay. Oh yeah, and I gotta fix this, so let's go here. It'll sound better too when you start layering other instruments like the violin 2 on top of this. Okay, cool. So let's do the violin 2 now. Okay, give that a break, and let's try this. This one is actually playing the same stuff, so we might just benefit from really copy and pasting, maybe changing up that curve a little bit. Okay, so let's see here. Let me think about that for a second. All of this is good, but let's bring these down as well, like that. It's nice to kind of have this big build. If you see like the shape of this, it's easier if this is bigger. But yeah, anyways, so you see that kind of wave pattern. That's generally good. I mean, use your ears too, but generally you kind of shape it as you go. Let's try that with the groups. Oops. Okay. All right, so it's coming along. It's starting to sound okay. Let's try the other part of that. So if we're gonna layer the solo viola, let's also layer the solo violin 2 section with violin 2 ensemble. And then let's make sure that these are in the right vicinity. The reason why you don't want to have CC1 data on here if you're using expression maps is it actually interferes with the way that library is scripted. So anyways, there's that. Okay, and then the last thing is the melody, which is this. I'm also thinking maybe adding mallets into this in the actual suite, like the medley version of this. There is some vibraphone. So anyways, let's try some violin right now. I'm debating if I should actually start with the ensemble. That might sound better. Let's try that first. There's some portamento there. So let's try some other ones. Hmm. Well, let's try this one. So I'd like to slow it down again. So use that trick whenever you're in a bind. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, sorry. I got too excited there. Okay, interesting. I just realized so there's like two inner voices happening here. So the piano is going do 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 do, but the top voice will have to kind of linger as that's happening, I feel like. So let's try that again. Okay, so it looks like it needs to go up until here. Yeah. Okay. Only question is, can I do a better job and just re-record that? Let's try it. Let's see. I don't think the pedal does anything. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see. Let me also compare this with Vistas. Oh man, that actually sounds better. Let's do that. Okay, let's try again. It's better. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to cut off around here at that bar. Let's just do the end of that. And looking at the pedal, word of caution, try not to use pedal with any east-west stuff, orchestral stuff, but for Vista, it works pretty well. Only problem is I held the pedal too long there. How Vista works, when you use the pedal on the same note, actually there's a more of a connection that happens. So that's why I added pedal there on these repeating notes. Okay, let's go faster and hear how that sounds. Okay, cool. So volume-wise, this probably can go a little louder. So I'm just gonna go here. Do something like that. And let's also look at the meters. Okay, cool. So there's like maybe one note that we can fix right there. So this transition sounded a little weird to me. Let's see if I can fix that. A lot of this is playing ahead of the beat, and yeah, I feel like quantizing that would ruin the feel. Okay, all right, and last thing is just to shape this and see if we can make it sound better than that. Okay, cool. And then, so the right hand of the piano is playing that thing. So what I'll do is, let's bring, the volume is okay, but I feel like it's a little too hard. So in a sense, what I'll do is just compress that a bit to, let's say, 75%. Right, not bad. Cool. Let's make sure that the CC7 data is in there as well. Okay. So, and then the last thing on top of that is the violin 2. It could be viola as well. Let's see. Let's do violin 2. So, well, this is confusing now. This should be violin 1. I'm just going to rename it that. And we'll keep that there. Violin 2. This right here should change. So, measure 7. Let's delete that. And let's change the notes here. So these are spiccato. Great. When you're working with expression maps, it's a little tricky actually. What I like to do to be able to get away with recording stuff in is to just put like a note that is not playable, but just put a expression map on it, assign that over to, you know, this legato here, and that way when you press record you can start on that next part without any issues. That seems to work pretty well. I'm gonna even go a little earlier than that, and then let's do let's practice that line. Where am I here? Okay, so notice I'm mixing Vista with East-West, so this might sound a little weird, but when you don't think about it, it might, like if you just close your eyes and play it, it might sound okay, so that's what I'm hoping for. Let's try it. Okay, so that trick did not seem to work. Let's see why. Maybe I need to go higher. Wow. Usually it works. So let me see if I need to go higher. Okay, that's it. Let's try again. Alright, let's try again. Yep. So this one, because of how fast it's going, and the latency problem that I have, you know, with my setup right now, just so you guys know, my latency is set at the fullest with ASIO guard on there. So there's quite a bit of latency. So I could never play this in real time unless I had like a super fast computer, set the buffer down to almost 0. It's possible. I just don't want to burn out my computer as well. Anyways, so what I'll do then is use that trick. Just go a little slower when you program this in. Let's get a good steady capture. Let's see if that sounds better. Let's try again. It seems to be even. Let me put the click on if that helps. Okay, that's better. Hearing that click helps. So that's kind of what I did. All right. And this is supposed to be legato, so yeah, it's getting there. Oh, interesting. So that is one shortcut key that hasn't been fixed yet. What would that be called? Nudge? Let's see if I can fix that right now. So go here. Call this nudge. Nudge like left 4. Nudge all events or parts on selected track 1 frame. 1 frame. Nudge 1 bar. 1 frame. I think I had a shortcut key for that somewhere at one point. I use that a lot. So this one is a good substitute. Nudge 1 frame. Let's see if I can do that at least. So let's do this. Let's do this. All events on selected tracks. Oh, or parts. I guess I wouldn't want this because it's a selected track. So never mind. Nudge parts. This is what I want. Nudge parts inside cycle. Not inside cycle. Nudge selected parts. That's it. So let's do this one and see if that works. Like that. And like this. All right. Overwrite. Okay, so if I do this, and will it be nudging to the left or to the right? Nope, that's not it. What is that? I'm gonna get hung up on this all night. I think it would be just logical editors. So let's see here if I can go in here. These are the custom ones I've made in the past. I know there's one where you can nudge to the right or to the left. Shorten tracks. What would that be? Shifting? Shifting tracks 10 clicks. All CC positions. Every single note. It'd be one of these. I think maybe it's part of a right click. So if I go here and you go to logical editor, guess not. Anyways, long story short, there's a shortcut key. I'm just gonna move it over, see if that works. Sorry. Let's go full tempo. Cool. Yeah, that's the idea. So then, if we were to fine tune that just a little more, let's say we did not triplet, like that. Cool. That sounds pretty good. I would probably just bring that down a little bit. Cool. More gradual. Okay. So that is what? How many bars was that? Just about 10 bars or so. So a 2-bar intro and like a 8-bar melody. That's just that first little motif or tidbit. So now that we understand my sample libraries a little bit more, then now we can start to cruise along and try to get these other parts. With that being said, though, is this all we want? I did bring out some of these other instruments. So now the question is, do I want to maybe add some harp to that or substitute the harp for something else? Let's see here. like this harp. Let me see what other harps I have real quick. This one is Lyceum from Sound Iron. Let's load that up real quick. Either just doing a melodic thing or even, like a little glissando would be kind of cool. Let's see here. Maybe like kind of use it like more of a guitar effect. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, something as simple as that. Let's see if I can re-record that and just make sure I'm gonna do just 4 notes each. So. Yeah. Okay, so that's that idea. Trying that with the melody, maybe. Let's see here. Let me try that soft quantize a little bit. Okay. Maybe, if anything, the lower one sounds better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep that there for now. Lyceum harp. That's kind of cool. A little crescendo maybe at the beginning, and I don't know if I would keep the rest though. I kind of like that little jump at the beginning. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. Bring it up. This is muted, by the way. I can color that so it's easier to see. Okay, so there we go. Anything else? Here's some horn. We can play around with that idea. Maybe on the lower end. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Get the timing right though. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, why don't we add that in there as well? I don't know where that would go, but maybe we could use the horn in another spot as well. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-ba, ba-da-da. If anything, triangle. If anything, either triangle or suspended cymbal. And the triangle would be very sparse, but maybe in a very important spot. Okay, so I'll use that one, and I don't know if I'll use it just yet, but I'll just have it there so I could like copy it over to another spot. Okay, cool. So whether I keep that or not, it's there. I'll mute it because in the regular, in the original, it doesn't have that. But yeah, it's just coming up with the colors and the palette is really important when you start and trying to commit to that. That might sound too cheesy or magical, too fantasy adventure. Yeah, I don't know about shakers. Anyways, okay, so probably no drum set. I was thinking, okay, what if we did ride cymbal? That would be kind of interesting. I think we could get away from the ride cymbal idea and just try to use more sparkly stuff from the triangles. Maybe finger cymbals, like for 1 or 2 hits here and there. Let's see which one we like. I also have one from Cinesamples. Even just that sparkly sound like that would be cool. I think other than that, we have suspended cymbal. We haven't played around with that idea. There's all that kind of good stuff. Cineperc has a nice playable one that I like. I'll have to put that in my template eventually. Sus sim, like that. And let's go to back here. Whoop. Okay, let's find chords and that. A scrape bow, that would be kind of cool too. There's all sorts of ideas when you start digging into sounds. Okay, so yeah, so this one's pretty playable. I like it because you can just play it, and then when you release and you add a little curve to that, it crescendos and behaves the way you want it to. Right. I might have been a little too soft. Right. So that's there as an idea as well. Okay. So let's go back to what we're doing. We have this first sound here up until the phrase. Going to bar 11. Let's just keep going. So we have then the bass and piano. Let's try bass here. Yep. I'm just looking at the notes here, so then you go. Yep. I'm not sure how the second part goes in the bass, but we'll keep that in mind. Easier spot would be the piano. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay, so let's go ahead and record this other part. When I say record, semi, quasi record, we'll do the right hand. Like that. Let's bring it out. Move that mouse over. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, actually, I have to do it here because I have two pianos going. Like that. Cool. All right, so there's that idea. Oh, that nudge doesn't work. I keep forgetting. So. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I have to change this up as well. Okay, I don't know if I need to do that, so I'll delete that. Okay, so there we go. Next is let's look at the bass line that's playing under that. So we have should be a starting with a low A. Let's bring out the volume there. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. A, E, A, F. Cool. All right. Next, let's add that in succession. So Next part is the same idea. Bum 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 bum. The left hand probably can do the same stuff here as well. And then what we'll do is we'll go where am I? Okay. Interesting. There's a big jump here. Let me practice that. Bum bum bum. Okay, so that's a little tricky jump. One thing that I'm hearing here though is, let's see, do 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 do. Okay, so we're good. We're in good shape. The bass is throwing me off. So we got do 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 do. So after this part, dun, 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 let's just keep it going. So it would be something like this and this. Okay. Okay. And while we're here, let's just add this in. So we have, well, let's just record it in. Okay, it doesn't make sense when you're hearing under this because it's actually not playing the right stuff. So after here, I think 23, or is it, yeah, it's 21. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay. This is the next section when it builds. So I think we don't want to go too ahead of the beat. Something like that. Hopefully that sounds okay with the short sound, but we'll do what we can. Okay, so let's build off of that with the piano melody. Maybe I'll do. Something wrong with the pedals? Yes. Okay, I see. That's gonna throw me off. Okay, so I would want pedal all the way through this, but because of the way I'm recording this is kind of wonky, I'm just gonna do like this and hope for the best. See, we can probably bring these over just a little bit. Like that. Okay. And that way those E's aren't conflicting with the F's on those pedals. And hopefully that's not overlapping too much. Okay, let's try it again. I think I'll go slower. Okay. Okay, everything up there is good. I missed. That's a big jump. Okay, I made one bad note. I meant to do that. Okay, this could be louder. Cool. All right, so that's that part. Okay, there's some inner voicings I need to do, so let's finish that off with the left hand. So it goes down. Maybe add that. Some of these notes that I'm reading here is arranged for like a string quartet, so and there's a piano line too, but I feel like it's not accurate, so I'm just kind of using my ears as well. All right, so let's go ahead and try what I just did. Whoopsie. Yeah. Okay. Right. That sounds about right. Cool. So that's the melody and the piano. Most important thing though is make sure if you're gonna layer, you gotta do everything doubled to the other hand. Okay. And then of course my sustain pedal isn't also the same, so I gotta make sure that's the same. So it's kind of a pain when you're layering, but hopefully the payoff is better that way when you put everything together. So there's that. Right. Okay. I'll just copy over some pedaling over to here. Cool. And then make sure also if it sounds odd, always just double check your rhythm. So right here, I mean, it's visually also obvious in that sense, but just use your ears. Like this is cutting off. For some reason it sounds weird, so I'm just going to lengthen that. Yeah, sorry. And then cool. All right, so what's wrong with this picture? There's an A going through the other notes here, so let's just go like that. Okay, we got the piano down. Next is filling up what the strings do with the piano. So the violin 1, which will be this one, is playing the melody. So let's go ahead and play with that. Okay, where are we here? This is measure 11. Measure 11, da. Okay. That's all I need to do. Okay. Can't memorize though. Trying to read and play at the same time, and like my brain can only process and retain so many notes. Let me practice that. That's the idea. So did I do it? I think I got the gist. The pedaling was a little funky, so let's see. Oh, I see. Yeah, and let's keep that that tail of it where it's at, and hopefully it sounds good the way it is. So let's go to the violin 2. Violin 2 viola. Okay, violin 2 would be down here. Okay, I think that's what I should play. Let's check the notes. Oh, that's nice. I'm excited about that part. Okay, so let's go to just that little spot. And I have a shortcut key for this tempo change. Let's just double check here. How do I do that? Control T. Okay, so I'll just have to remember Control T. That turns it off. Cool, cool. I'm drawing a blank. Boom. There you go. Okay, almost. Question is, do I stay on the E? Maybe the viola part will do that. No, viola part. Huh. Looks like viola just keeps going do 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 do. Maybe we can give the viola a rest and change that. So, go back to full tempo. Okay, not bad. It's a little lagging. Let's see. I wish that my shortcut key was working. Boom. Oh, I see. This is rushing. This is rushing. And all of these is rushing. Dang, I don't know. I feel like I should just re-record that. Maybe keep the last part the same though. That's a lot better. I got enough practice in, that's why. Let's see. Maybe bring up these just a tad. Maybe the whole thing just a tad. Actually, it's good where it's at. Okay, yeah, more or less. Let's do the curves again. Oops, I need to change this back to replace. A lot of E's there. This is where we could divide it. So these are all legato patches, and then right here we should change that to sus. And here, I think we can go do the inner voices. So like this. So context-wise, this is a F major 7 chord, and then this is a like a G7, but with a G F on the bass. So there's that chord, and then A suspended chord over E, and then this one would be a C major, or yeah, C major 7, something like that. Anywho, it's a little loud, so I'll have to bring that down. Yeah, I don't know if that is the best option. Another option is to just do this as one, and then just add a new instrument. This is another thing I probably should fix in my template, is make two of each, so like 2 violin 2s, 2 violin 1s, and so in the case I want to just split them up, I can do it split. Or there's a lot of great libraries out there that do that for you, like LA Scoring Strings. So I'm looking into. Let's see, Divisi would be cool. Ideally, I would have 2 Divisis on every patch. That would be nice. But it's a lot of work also. That's just more things to edit down the road. So I'm just going to Divisi B. Why not? We'll just kind of add that color. Hey, got some other Colombians out here. Yeah, nice to see you. Hey, Longacre. It's good to see you. Let's go ahead and change this up. So what I want to do is put the expression map over to the same thing, Opus EWO Violin 2. Okay. All right. So here I would, what was I going to say? Just copy this over, but I don't think I need to attack any of these, just this last part. So this is E3. Interesting. Okay, so here we go. So context-wise again, where maybe I'll write this down. We have A7, or excuse me, F major 7. Let me get rid of the sound feedback here. Let's try that again. Let's see here. Yeah. So F major 7, then we have G7 over F, like that. The next one is A suspended chord over E. And the last is a C major 7. C major, not dominant. So how do I do that? Oh, let's go into this one. There you go. So this is a really cool chord progression as a way to resolve. We're in the key of A minor, and so for it to resolve on the 3rd is kind of cool. Okay. Anyways, we don't have the high voice yet, and this still probably is too loud. So what I'll do is bring that down over on this side, like that. Yeah. This needs a change over here though. So we got A. That's right. This one needs to go down. This one here is doing E's all around, huh? That's kind of weird. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's do a D for that suspended A chord. And going down. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good there. This means this actually oops. This is actually higher, huh? Okay, that makes sense. That's what I was kind of confused about. I thought this was lower in my head for some reason, but visually, this Divisi patch that I just loaded up is doing something like that. So let's see here. Let's make sure I'm doing the right sounds. Maybe the top voice will do a B at the end. I'll do that with the violin one. Let's see here. Let's call this B. There you go. All right. Something. Okay, I pressed F1 and the Steinberg manual just came up on the other screen there. Okay, so there's that. Violin 1. Did I have anything here? No. Would be here. This is violin 1. So then we'll go. Okay, for some reason, it happens faster than I think. Okay, almost. I got a wrong note. That last note, last chord maybe sounds off to me. Let me just fix this. How do I get rid of that? Activate count. Let's see. Right here. There it is. The count in. Okay, so the top line sounds okay. This middle line here, let me just, actually, you might as well bring up the violin 1, violin 2, so they're side by side each other. I don't know if I'll keep any of these other ones, so we'll just like hide that so it's all side by side. Okay, here. What was I going to say? This violin 2 is obnoxiously loud, so let's go. Something like that. Okay, so that last chord, maybe I need to go back. Maybe B. So I just have to go a little softer on that end. That's the idea. I could probably bring up the middle a little louder, like right here. By the way, if anyone has played around with laptops and touchscreens, I just found this out, but on Cubase, you could like draw in these curves if you have like a laptop, touchscreen laptop, and on mine it's fantastic. I'll have to play around with it more, but it's kind of cool to just be able to put your finger on this instead of the mouse and just be able to draw with your finger. Anyways, just a side note. Yeah, that's the idea. I feel like we can tweak this all day. This, in my opinion, it was a little too loud, and it needs to grow somewhere more here, actually, where with the piano, kind of match that intensity. So if that's the case, then these highs need to be even higher. Yeah, that's the idea. Let's look at the middle line one more time. Nope, I meant this one. So when I say middle, this should be here. Okay, let's bring up this line. Is that right though? Let's see. Let's make sure, looking at this, what it looks like all together. Oh, interesting. On the piano that works, but there's something about this that just sounds off to me, so that D works better. That E is still really loud for some reason. Let's exaggerate it more, I guess. Pretty sure that's coming from this one. Ah, man, that's loud. I don't know why it's not changing as much as it should look on paper. Okay, it is, but it's gotta be more, it's right on it, I guess. Okay, that's all funky, so we go whoop. I'll just follow that. Usually the Cubase catches that better. Make sure, yeah, I'm on replace. I don't know, sometimes it does that. Okay, so then there's just a couple other things to do, and then now we got our phrase, the big first phrase of this piece. I would say the viola line just does the boring motor thing, do 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 do, but we can shape it and just make sure the MIDI curves are good on that. Let me just make sure those notes all look good. It looks like we, let's see here. Measure 11. Looks like we're playing B, or let's see, AC, all the way through there. but it is saying actually play measure 17. It actually has you switch. Interesting. So you're switching it just for a brief moment. Again, this is just a transcription that someone else did. It's Larry Moore's transcription. He's a orchestral concert arranger. Yeah, and it just says to do that for 3 bars. That's interesting. I'll follow that for a sec and see. I mean, because that's kind of how the beginning starts too. I'm doing this and I flip it. That was my decision. On this one, this is actually what was written. And it goes back. Okay, so cool. Let's go ahead and record the other stuff. Okay, I can probably bring this up slightly as well. Cool. All right, next is this part where these chords happen. Okay, this is where it changes to do 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 do. This now goes down to G. And this is saying to go to D. Makes sense in that chord. Let's go to the next one, the A sus E chord over E. I would imagine it goes back to the C, A and C like this. But nope, it's actually saying D. Yep, that makes sense. And then the last one is C major 7. On the C major 7, we'll probably want to do a B and a, yeah, let's add the B in there. No, let's do a G and a C. Cool. All right. I have an idea just to record this and memorize that. Just to get more expression out of it. Alright, just kind of let it grow like that. Timing wise, pretty good actually, I feel like. I'll do a soft quantize. Okay, alright, cool. And then the cello. Cello is just doing some things here. Let's see. Yeah, it just needs to keep going. So it just says F, or let's see, here. That. Over here. I feel like maybe all of this is a little too heavy. So realistically, this marker should be here. And then let's put another marker right here. All right, so from here to here, let's just kind of bring that down a little bit. Let's try this again. Yeah. So the score is actually saying something different, but I'm just gonna follow this scheme we have here. Okay, so this next part, let's see if it changes. It's kind of tricky. I think maybe the only thing that needs to change is the dynamics. So from here we can maybe do this like hemiola effect. Something like that, every other. And then we'll bring that down just a bit. Sorry. Nope. Sorry. So let's go back a little more. Yeah. This A should be probably E. And then C probably. Okay. Yeah. So far so good. Yeah, we're getting there. I think I'm gonna start to look over the bottom of this, and after we fill in any other extra elements, we'll call it good for today. Happy Harp, Elysium Harp. So I don't know what I can do with the harp besides this kind of guitar strum pattern, but maybe towards the other stuff we can change it up. And so this is more in the background, and then as another section appears, it'll be a little bit more active. That's the idea. Okay, let's just try something different. So we have I think I have a harp player would do that. I played something off, but let's see. Here's a proof of concept. So, whoa, hello. These didn't go over, but that's okay. Yeah. And then other stuff, timpani, can't go wrong. let's hear that isolated for a second. Maybe go octave lower. I gotta stay on F. You'll notice I'll play a lot of wrong notes, and in the beginning of my YouTube, I really cared what other people thought, how I played, and now I don't really care too much. I know there'll be always people like, oh, you should practice more, which is true. That's a very valid point. And but I just don't have time to really practice piano as much as I used to. Or even drums. But the thing is, when you compose, it's almost its own way of practicing an instrument, if that makes sense. So if you're composing all the time, you get really good at certain things, like, well, in this case, like using the MIDI curves, but also not just that, just also thinking ahead and knowing what to write, just kind of keeping the big picture in mind. So I don't know, composing to me is an instrument in itself, so I do a lot of that, but I should practice more. Anyways, long story short, I do make mistakes from time to time, and I hope that is forgivable. Let's play that from here. Okay, so there is that. Anything else? I think I'll add some triangle towards the next section where it goes do 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 da 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 do do. I'll maybe do triangle there. But really, I don't think I need anything else here for now. I mean, I'm so, my mind's so glued to the original version of a song that I don't know if I'll veer too far off, honestly. But it would be fun to change up the form or the structure just slightly here and there. Harp will be a really cool effect as well. Anyways, I think that's all I'll do for today. It's almost time to cut close. Sebastian, oh, thank you, man. You're asking if I could compose some music like the style of Titanic or Braveheart. Yeah, I'd love to. Great suggestion. Someone else mentioned to do epic music. So if you guys want to watch something like that down the road too, epic music, or the style of James Horner's Titanic, Braveheart, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, and Mr. Longacre, Homer is great stuff. My wife and I are visiting the UK in September, Downton. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that would be awesome. If so, the Highclere Castle is what it's called, huh? Very nice. Yeah, that would just kind of brings full circle, if anything. So, that would be fun. Let me know how that goes. Before we go, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Please like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe. All of that really helps me down the road. With that being said, let's see. I want to make sure that my subscribe button works. Does that even work? I guess not. Anyways, I can press a button and it'll activate a subscribe button, but that's not working for some reason. Before I go, I'll play the whole thing from top to bottom, and let's hear how it sounds. Okay, cool. So a lot to think about in 2 hours for how to prep this, how to go about it. So I hope that helps you guys whenever you're in a pickle. Let's say there's a lot of coordination kind of stuff. You could always break it down like what I just did. It'll take a little more time, but you can get pretty good results by doing that. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a blast, been a pleasure. I will try to do another live stream sometime next week, hopefully around this time, 8 or 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, till next time.